Hi everybody, it is the 1st of June 2022 and a big update for Arma Reforger is on its way. Very excited about this one. We had a little update last week, a few days after the game's release, but Bohemia Interactive I think are going to be sorting out some of the things that we've been plaguing us over the last couple of weeks, and it really shows you how they are dedicated to developing this game. I'm so excited about Arma Reforger, especially on Xbox and with it coming to PlayStation as well. I think that the especially within the workshop, the things that we've seen coming down the line, it's just going to be so good. So anyway, let's see what they've got to say. Attention soldiers, we're going to update the Steam and Xbox versions of the game. The Steam version will be updated on Wednesday the 1st of June. There will be a downtime of the servers between 12 and 3 o'clock Central European Summertime. The Xbox version will be updated on Thursday the 2nd of June. There will be downtime of the servers between 12 and 3 o'clock Central European Summertime. Now, the changelog. So this is the stuff that's changing. Fixed rendering artifacts related to shadow cascades. Added smaller conflict scenarios available in the play and scenarios menu. This is interesting. So obviously conflict takes place on the entire map, but the problem with the server problems we've had at the moment where it's 16, so it's 8v8, you feel like you're rattling around on this massive map. So little smaller versions would be very, very good. Can't wait to try that out. Fixed AI in idle behavior was not checking its surroundings and now does. Fixed explosives containers in conflict would contain regular items instead. Fixed changed the faulty background in the player tile group's layout. Fixed magazines would stay attached to hands when a reload was interrupted by the equip action. Embarrassing. Fixed crash in inventory when dropping a vehicle inside a turret. Tweaked Ural upshift, so that's one of the Jeeps I think, RPM increased to 1250. Added option to change the gamepad y-axis orientation. Yippee! At last. Well done. Finally, for weirdos like me who invert their y-axis, I can do it in-game and not by going into the Xbox settings. Fixed potential character teleport under the surface when exiting a flipped vehicle. Tweaked AI perception at night. Yeah, they were pretty dumb at night. I played a few games of conflict where it was really easy. That's easy for me to say. Really easy to take capture points at night because the AI just couldn't see you. Fixed mouse aiming of turrets became unreliable with high FPS. Tweaked collisions and destruction of certain small props, walls and environmental objects. Fixed Steam platform saves are now gracefully freed. Gracefully freed, I like the sound of that. Fixed potential crash when closing game master mode. Fixed the vicinity would not get refreshed when proxy clients manipulate items inside a storage hierarchy. Yes. Fixed skipped path in the climbing test for valid climb over points. Climbing through a window. Fixed suppressing sprint when going into ADS with binoculars or another gadget. Fixed potential crash on exit related to UI. Fixed collision of cars with gate bars could sink the cars under the terrain. I've just been driving through most of the gate bars. Fixed characters killed or players disconnected while inside a vehicle could end up stuck next to the vehicle or sitting on the road. Fixed improved door contact detection. Good, yeah, because it is a bit of a pain getting through doors at the moment, isn't it? They're kind of open, close, open, close. Fixed item gestures would not be possible with the character in a throwing stance. Fixed weapon equip actions are now checking the availability of gestures to prevent delayed pickups. Fixed binding keys can now be cancelled by pressing the escape key. Fixed equipping your weapon could potentially crash the game. Fixed changing the model of an animated item could potentially crash the game. Fixed radios would not be returned to the radio pool on disconnecting. Fixed players could get stuck during the tutorial scenario when building a bunker. When they say radios, I think they're talking about the field radios there. Changed when a player gets banned, the duration of the ban is displayed to them. Tweaked localization strings and phrasing. Specifically Xbox. Fixed password entry on the virtual keyboard. Changed TV audio is no longer muted when headphones are plugged into the controller. Multiplayer changed, improved the ACK system to reduce resend rates and bandwidth spikes when the server streams a new map region to players. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. Fixed, clients are now handling disconnection from the server during a world reload. Tweaked, optimized the transfer of fire action turrets. Hotfix, graceful return from an online session to the main menu on resuming from being suspended. Nice. Fixed, sanitized server command handler in case the player is no longer available. Fixed, improve the network frames acknowledgement mechanism. Fixed, network streaming or disconnecting could potentially crash the game. Changed, animation data from owners rather from the server as it previously was is now played on proxies by default. Tweaked, improved smoothness of characters in multiplayer. Rendering, hotfix, rendering artifacts visible on some surfaces when using scopes or the inventory. Hotfix, building interiors going suddenly pitch black. Fixed, clutter not being removed by decals. Fixed, flickering clutter when removed by decals and flickering decals. Be interesting to see if the little bug where you'd have the bright light at the end of your scope is still there. And fusion, fixed, an incorrect subscene name could be shown in the scene tree. Changed, Battle Eye is now always loaded from the game installation folder. That's a PC thing. Workbench, tweaked, height resampling is default when importing a height map into the world editor. Fixed, RDB cache showing files not present in an add-on. Added, the current backend environment is shown in the status bar now. Fixed, world editor, crash when trying to save a world into a read-only folder. Fixed, ignoring armature bones from Blender. Changed, forbidden use of Workbench as a replication client. Tweaked, world editor, better default camera position. Fixed, world editor, crash when displaying an entity's context menu. Fixed, changing properties of decorator entity in behavior editor would crash the workbench. Backend, fixed, crashing for some people when they are manipulating the server browser. Removed, local rating update in workshop. Changed, backend, dedicated server shutdown invoked in 3 seconds after a heartbeat fails 3 times. Tweaked, manifests of old add-ons are now properly removed when updating. Fixed, backend, when room registration fails, a server now properly shuts down. Fixed, sometimes servers would not be visible in the server browser after disconnecting. Changed, improved, error reporting of service-related issues. Right, so there we go. Loads of things there, lots of bug fixes and tweaks. Be interesting to jump on the Xbox after the update tomorrow and see if the frame rate becomes more consistent. Because that's my big thing about Arma Reforger. I think it plays pretty good at the moment. We just need more players on the servers, and we need that 60 frames a second solid. And then, well, I would be over the moon if they could achieve that within the first month of this game being released. Because remember, it is in early access. It is a game preview program. It is in beta. It is a work in progress towards Arma 4. But I'm the more I play Arma Reforger, on my Xbox especially, the more I love it. I think it's so good. So good. If you like DayZ, if you like military sim type things, the fact that we've got this on Xbox, we've got this on console, it's coming to PlayStation 5, whenever that will be, in the next 6 months and next year. It is so good. We need to get behind this game. Anyway, what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. Hit like if you want to see the video. If you want to see more of the same, subscribe. Like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more of the same. I'm so excited. And of course, I will see you again soon.